Have you ever wondered how a single idea can spark a global movement? Well, today, we're diving into the story of the Global Climate Change Foundation, or GCCF. We're going to look at how one core belief blossomed into this powerful, worldwide force for climate action, all starting right at the grassroots level.
And it all kicks off with this really powerful idea from the founder, Dr. Mohammed Nasir Uddin. This isn't just some corporate mission statement on a plaque. Nope. This is the heartbeat of the entire organization. When you start seeing the climate crisis not just as an environmental issue, but as a human issue, well, that changes everything, doesn't it? It completely reframes the whole conversation.
So, you've got this profoundly human challenge. What do? Well, you build an organization designed to tackle it head-on. And that's exactly what led to the founding of the GCCF. It was created for one specific purpose, to address the climate crisis, but always through the lens of humanity.
Okay, so this is where we get the official breakdown. The GCCF is an independent international nonprofit. But honestly, the really important part is how they do what they do. We're talking science-based solutions, policy advocacy, education, and this is the big one, grassroots action. This is their philosophy in motion, right here.
And this all circles back to the founder's vision. Dr. Mohammed Nasir Uddin has this core belief that if you're going to solve a human problem, you can't just dictate from the top down. Real, lasting change has to be nurtured from the ground up. It has to start with the very communities that are on the front lines.
And here's what that philosophy looks like in practice. It's not about being an outsider coming in and telling people what to do. No way. It's about standing with the most vulnerable communities, being true partners. It's about listening and finding ways to turn these massive challenges into real opportunities. The whole thing is built on this foundation of humanity, justice, and transparency.
Okay, so a philosophy is great, but how does it translate into action? That's the million-dollar question, right? Well, here are their 5 core objectives. And these aren't just buzzwords. They're building climate resilience, pushing for green innovation, spreading environmental education, championing tree planting, and it all leads to that final critical step, empowering communities to take the lead themselves.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. A grassroots approach. Sounds great for a small town, a local project, right? But what happens when you try to scale that up globally? Well, that's where things get really interesting. That's when a simple idea truly becomes a powerful global movement.
And the scale? It's just staggering. The GCCF is active in 165 countries. Just let that sink in for a second. That's community-level action, happening in villages and cities all across the planet, all working together for climate resilience. It's incredible.
So how do they pull that off? Partnerships, that's the key. GCCF has built a network with over 700 universities. And we're not just talking about a list of logos on a website. This is a living, breathing network that's empowering thousands of student ambassadors to be climate leaders on their own turf, in their own communities. And that spirit of collaboration just keeps expanding. They also work with over 250 other organizations. See, it's not about one group trying to save the world alone. It's about building a massive coalition, a unified force, because they know we're stronger together.
So a network this huge obviously doesn't run on autopilot. You need some seriously dedicated and diverse leaders to guide it. So let's do that now. Let's put some faces to the mission and meet the people actually steering this incredible ship.
First up, we've got the International Board of Directors. Think of them as the strategic guides. They're the ones making sure the entire organization stays true to its core mission and vision. Let's take a look at Dr. Nonso Okaka-David, for instance. He's a human rights activist and an environmentalist. That's not a coincidence. His work perfectly captures that core GCF idea we talked about, the fight for the planet and the fight for its people. They're the exact same fight. And then you have someone like Dr. Afoor Nadesh. With a doctorate in administration and an MBA from Cambridge, her background shows you the incredible level of expertise that's backing up all this grassroots passion. It's a powerful combination.
All right, next up is the International Executive Leadership. So if the board is drawing the map, this is the team on the ground, driving the car. They're the ones who take those big strategic ideas and turn them into actual, tangible projects happening all over the world.
Check this out. We've got Professor Dr. Austin Martin from Canada. He's an advisor, and get this, he has a medal from NASA, but not for building rockets, is for advancing inclusion. That one little fact tells you everything you need to know about this organization's commitment to equity. And this is just so important. Meet Jasmina Sabatina from Bangladesh.
She's a youth climate activist, a student, and she's right there on the front lines fighting for things like loss and damage justice and gender equity. Having her in a leadership role makes it crystal clear. GCF isn't just an organization that works for young people, it's one that empowers them to be the leaders.
Okay, so we've seen the why, the how big, and the who. But this whole story isn't just something to look back on. It's happening right now. And really, it's an open invitation, which is where you come in.
And that invitation comes straight from the founder. I invite you to walk this path with us. It's so much more than just asking for money, right? It's a genuine call to join the movement, to bring your voice, your skills, your passion, to actually be part of creating change that sticks.
When you boil it all down, that's what this is. The Global Climate Change Foundation isn't just another nonprofit. It's a global movement. It's fueled by a deep belief in climate justice, it's dedicated to building resilience from the ground up, and it's all about spreading a powerful message of hope. So we'll leave you with this thought. This journey, it's pretty clear it needs all of us. It's a collective effort. So after hearing this amazing story, this incredible journey of grassroots action going global, the only real question left is, how will you be part of the change?